It is Thanksgiving, which is my absolute favorite holiday. And I am so excited to be bringing you the official Manlihood annual Thanksgiving special right after this.
In a culture that scoffs at honor, you can rise up to lead and to shine. It's time to be the best man that you can be. This is the Manlihood Mancast. Here's your host, Josh Hatcher.
You know, Thanksgiving is the best holiday. I mean, Christmas is great, Easter's great, Halloween is fun, but Thanksgiving is my favorite. And it's not just the turkey, it's the family, it's the time together, it's all of it. It's my favorite. And I'm really glad to be able to celebrate with you. Hopefully, if you're listening to this podcast, maybe you're listening to it with your family. Maybe you're listening to it while you're cooking turkey. Maybe you're catching it a couple days later, and that's okay. I think that just like we have a Christmas season, we need a Thanksgiving season. So we could maybe split the difference and celebrate Christmas half as much, and then the rest we can give to Thanksgiving. That'd be an awesome thing. Hey, listen, we've got some special Thanksgiving messages for you in a little bit, but before we do that, I just want to make sure that if you want to grow as a man, it happens best within the context of community, so you need real-life people in your life to help call you higher. But in the meantime, and in addition to, we have our private Facebook group that you can join. It's called the Manlihood Man Cave. So go on Facebook, type in Manlihood Man Cave, and answer the questions. And if you're a man, we'll let you in the group. I'd love to have you in there and introduce yourself and get to know the guys. It'd be awesome. We've also got a couple more things to share with you before we jump into our content, so we'll be right back. Gentlemen, welcome to the Manlihood Mancast. I had some of my friends reach out with some videos for you guys today, them sharing their thoughts on Thanksgiving, what they're thankful for, and I thought you guys would appreciate it. Our first guest is my best friend from the time he was born, actually even before he was born. That's my brother, Jake Hatcher. He's got a company called Haven Designed, where he and his wife and kids make all kinds of awesome stuff out of leather and wood. And I got to visit their facility, which is in my brother's garage out in Ohio, and spent some time working with him out in the garage, and it was amazing. But he's doing some really neat stuff. He's picked up a family tradition of leather working, which is something my father did for years, and to see Jake run with it and be able to make some beautiful custom leather working is awesome. But he's also doing some Christmas ornaments, and that's really the heart of what Haven Designed is offering. They offer some beautiful earrings for ladies and jewelry and things like that, but I think the best that they do is Christmas ornaments. And we've got, actually, and this is going to be closing very soon. Very soon we're going to be winning this competition, this contest. It's going to finish up, so you have a very limited time to get in on this. But we're going to give away a $140 Haven Designed prize package with some amazing leather and wood Christmas ornaments. So if you want to see that, go to manlihood.com/contests. But definitely check out the Haven Designed store. Get yourself some amazing Christmas gifts. If you get your family these gifts, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, where did you find this? Because it's so unique and so different and so cool. So make sure you check out their store. The link to that is in the show notes. Without any further ado, here's Jake and what he's thankful for.
This is Jake Hatcher with Haven Designed. Just finishing up some projects here in the shop to ship out. Just want to take a minute and say thank you so much for all the support of the friends and family. We are extremely grateful for how God has provided for us. And we're also thankful this year for a shop heater, so we don't have to work in the freezing cold during the busy season. Again, we just thank you all so much. Hope you have a wonderful year.
awesome, Jake. I love you, brother. Like my actual little brother. Not just my brother from another mother, but my actual brother. And I really appreciate you being on the show, just giving us that little bit of what's happening in your world, man. I love you, and I'm thankful for you. Remember, guys, you can enter that contest to win the Haven Designed Christmas package if you go to manlihood.com/contests. We'll be giving that away soon, so you want to get right on it. Another one of our guys that we reached out to is Kelsey Bowden. Kelsey helped me edit my book, Manlihood, the 12 Pillars of Masculinity. He helped me edit it so that it made a little more sense and didn't have as many typos. He did good work, and we do a lot of other work together. We've worked together in the past at a couple different companies, including newspaper, and I currently work with him kind of part-time on the side with Southern Tier Communication Strategies, and we do marketing for businesses and nonprofits, and he helps nonprofits write grants, and he's doing some really awesome work, and he's got a pretty cool personal story to share with you as well. So, Kelsey, what are you thankful for, man?
Hi, I'm Kelsey Bowden from Southern Tier Communication Strategies. Today, we are giving thanks. First and foremost, I want to say that I am thankful for my family, and I know everyone's going to say that, but it's true. I'm thankful for being a father and being blessed with a beautiful little girl who I have the privilege of helping and watching to learn and grow into a beautiful, confident young lady. It goes so quick, but it's such a beautiful, gratifying experience. I'm thankful for all of my family and the family on her mother's side who give her a safe and nurturing environment to become the best possible version of herself. And on that note, I'm thankful for the opportunity to become the best possible version of myself, to wake up every day and work toward being a better, more capable person than I was the day before. It's good for my own personal growth and for the growth of my business. Every day I strive to learn new lessons that will make me a better and more enlightened global citizen. I get to navigate issues and look at things from different points of view to actually be a part of the solution. So, and on the business side of things, we're entering the season of giving here, which is a big time of year as we help our client nonprofits to tackle their year-end fundraising campaigns to fulfill their vital community missions. I'm so thankful that we get to be a part of the solution for these small nonprofits and other small organizations who wouldn't otherwise have the capacity to spread their own messages for good. So it's so gratifying to be able to help like that. And lastly, but certainly not least, I'm thankful for sobriety. A little over 7 months ago, I had my last drink. I was a functioning alcoholic for many years, and being able to function in that way was actually more dangerous for myself. It justified my actions and the damage that I was doing to myself. And I'm thankful that it was only to myself when it could have been so much worse. Something worse easily could have happened, but never did. So I'm very lucky, I'm fortunate, and I feel that someone somewhere was looking out for me and the people that I love. So now I feel more clear-headed and confident and, again, ready to be the best possible version of myself. So happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Hey, Kelsey, thanks so much, dude. It's so awesome to see the direction that your life has taken since you made that decision. It's like you were doing great. You were doing awesome things. And then the decision to say, hey, this is where I'm going and this is what I'm doing, and I'm going to be sober while I do it. Like, you're skyrocketing, man, and it's awesome. I appreciate you. Our next guest is Chris Makowski from Emerging Civil War. Chris is an author and a historian, and he's doing amazing work. He was on the Manlihood Mancast earlier this season, and definitely encourage you to check out that episode. We talked about masculinity in the Civil War, which was really, really a great conversation. But Chris is a great guy. I've known him for a long time, and I really appreciated his thoughts. So, Chris, what are you thankful for?
Chris Makowski of Emerging Civil War. When I was a kid, I wanted to grow up and be a writer, and I get to do that. And so I'm living the dream. I'm literally living the dream, and I'm thankful for that every single day, because it's particularly as a writer, it's hard to become one, and hard to do it and get your stuff out there in the world. And it's particularly satisfying for me because I get to tell meaningful stories. I write stories about U.S. history, and they're true stories. They're factual stories, require a lot of research, grounded in fact. And I get to share the stories of men and women who made sacrifices for us so that we can have the lives that we have today. And so that is incredibly gratifying, and I'm thankful for the opportunity to do that. I live in Central Virginia, right among some Civil War battlefields, but I'm actually talking today from East Tennessee, where I'm giving a series of talks this week, and then I'm off to Southern Illinois. And I'm thankful that I get to go do this sort of traveling to share these stories, and I get to meet interesting people. I get to see really cool stuff, and really kind of share this with folks in a way that's meaningful to them. So I'm super grateful that I get to do that as well. But of course, the most important thing that I'm thankful for would be my families, and most importantly, my family and my friends. And it almost seems cliche to say that, but I think every day have to remind ourselves to be grateful for those people that are closest to us, because it is easy to take those sorts of folks for granted and forget to tell them how meaningful they are to us. And I'm thankful that I'm surrounded by wonderful people that I love so much. And I'm thankful that I have the sort of relationship with God and the world and those folks that gratitude is something that is forefront for me as a value, because it helps me lead a richer life, and I hope helps me not take those people for granted. It can be a struggle sometimes to remember to be grateful, but I tell you that is one of the things that is closest to my heart. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Thank you, Chris, so much for sharing us your thoughts. I appreciate you, man. Make sure that you guys check out the link in the show notes to the work that Chris is doing. Buy his books, because he's got some good stuff. Another buddy of mine, Justin Bailey, from Code of Character. I had the privilege of leading a men's retreat, the Forge Men's Weekend, a few years ago. We did it out in Ohio and partnered together with Justin. And it was an amazing experience for the guys that were involved. We really appreciated that time getting to know each other. And Justin is still doing good work, and I know he's been working hard at his career, and the Code of Character stuff is more on the side, but he's still making it happen, especially in the Facebook group. But he's got some thoughts as well. Justin, what's going on in your world, man?
What's up, manlihood.com? Shout out to Josh for putting this together. Just want to say that I am grateful for, besides the obvious things of my friends and my family, and all those personal touches this year, I am strangely grateful for technology. I am working away from my family for the next year or so. So technology has been very important, and I'm very grateful to help me keep in touch with my family. That includes everything from fast cars to rapid airplane travel, to FaceTime, to Facebook, to, quick texting with my kids. My teenage sons have been texting a lot. We keep connected that way. It's just technology. Marco Polo, which is a pretty cool video app. You can send videos back and forth to each other. Just different ways to keep in touch with specifically my family right now while I'm gone. So I'm grateful for technology and how it can enhance our connections and keep us connected to people that we love while we're away. Cheers.
Thanks, Justin. I really appreciate your perspective on things. We have a really great group chat where we talk about some pretty crazy stuff. And, yeah, I definitely appreciate you, man. You're a good man, and you've got great insights, so thank you. Hey, next, let's hear from my other buddy, one of my other best friends. That's really cool. I've got a lot of best friends and good friends and brothers here on this episode. We're going to hear from the hashtag falling guy, Brian Mahaney. Brian is probably the guy that I go to when I really need to talk, when I need a buddy. And honestly, we have a lot of fun. We do a lot of stupid stuff together. And he's called the Falling Guy because for whatever reason, he posted some videos on Facebook of him falling down. And he has like 13 million views on one of these videos of him falling down by a fire with his dog. We're going to share a compilation video of Brian falling down, though. Check these out.
You want to know what I'm thankful for? Good friends that'll hold me accountable and keep me straight and narrow. My wife, my family, and my friends that are always there for me. And last but not least, I'm thankful for the Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Thank you. Goodbye.
Hey, Brian, I'm thankful for you, man. Thank you for being that friend in my life that I can talk to no matter what, that knows my deepest, darkest secrets and struggles, and you love me anyway, and you set me straight when I need to be set straight. Thank you. Speaking of guys that love me like that I have that kind of relationship, one of my other best friends, Justin Willoughby. Justin is a great guy. He was just on the Manlihood Mancast last week, and he's got his new podcast called the 600 Pounds Down Podcast. Again, link is in the show notes and in the description of the video. Please make sure you check out and support Justin, because Justin weighed in at 799 pounds and has lost 600, and now he's devoted his life to helping you do the same, helping you get past those physical health hang-ups that hold you up. And he's doing good work. So Justin, what are you thankful for, man?
Hey everyone, my name is Justin. What am I thankful for? There's so much to be thankful for. Let me think. Well, first of all, my health. Since I was so large at one point, lost a lot of weight, kind of took my health for granted at one point in my life, and now I'm not. Now I'm really thankful that I'm able to walk, run, do stairs, stretch, lift weights, all that stuff. So I'm very thankful I'm able to have a health and wellness lifestyle that I actually enjoy, and actually enjoy walking now. So I'm thankful for all that stuff. I'm also thankful for my wife and my family, my beautiful wife, who we've been married for over a year now, my stepson, whom I got to add on as my bonus kid, so it's all good. Man, I'm looking at a lot of things in my life, and I'm thankful for a bunch of it. My relationship with God, huge part of my life. I'm thankful for that. To be able to do what I want to do, as in health coaching and assisting people with becoming healthier. I definitely enjoy that. I enjoy, and I am thankful for Josh and his leadership, the Manlihood Mancast, Manlihood Man Cave, and Manlihood in general. Just an amazing experience to be able to see these guys grow as men and mature, and I can glean from them. So I'm really thankful for that. And I'm thankful for a lot of things, guys. I'm thankful for a lot of things. I guess never stop being thankful. All right? Be thankful.
Another guy we're going to be talking to on the Manlihood Mancast very soon is Cass Morrow. He's got a pretty cool program put together called More Sex, Better Sex, Marriage Reset. Cass, yeah, he talks about sex, but really what he's talking about is the foundation that sex belongs in, which is a healthy, committed marriage. And he talks about how to get more sex and better sex by actually being a better husband and being a better man. And he's got some amazing insights for you. But I'd love to hear what you're thankful for, man.
Hey, I'm Cass, Ryan Cass Morrow on all social media, and I'm growing so fast helping men save their marriages because I go viral helping men save their sex life with their wife. It's a pretty rad job. I had the pleasure to meet Josh earlier this year. The episode hasn't aired yet, so stay tuned, but I have to say, what an honor, Josh. I can't believe it, man. Like, it's good men like you doing such an incredible job, dude, finding the right men to inspire and to lead men who truly need it. So my first thank you is to you, my good man. Thank you, Josh. Now, before I get into what I really am thankful for, I wanted to give a little backstory because I know a lot of men went through tragedy with the pandemic, and this is also an ongoing, reoccurring theme I see all the time when I help men. I hope it will inspire you to dig deep if you're struggling for what to be thankful for this Thanksgiving. My wife and I were making really good money before we lost our business overnight, like so many others did, from business to job loss. We carried the business as long as we could, like others did, with the support of many clients, of course. And after 9 months, we stopped the bleeding. Besides our business, we lost our home, our vehicles, most of our possessions. Along the way, my family was also evicted from the place we were renting. Fun times. What I'm trying to say is, I understand some of what a lot of men have gone through and the struggles with providing or real life, right? I mean, my wife and I are still rebuilding too. We didn't pivot, we actually had to switch gears, but I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the driving force, rebuilding our life at 40, inspired. I'm thankful that in such a stressful time, my wife was terrified. We didn't know how we'd take care of our baby twin girls. I'm thankful because I was able to latch on to what was truly important. I was able to save my struggling marriage during a hardship that would destroy a marriage, and the opportunity that gave us to help couples all over the world because of it. I'm thankful for that privilege and to be a part of so many men's lives, to have led my wife to take on the wives herself, and so she can help them too. I'm thankful for my children. We even had another son along the way. Most of all, I'm thankful for the opportunity to be truly humbled and focus on what was really important. It allowed me to close a door, but let the whole world in and open up my life. I truly believe it really is all perspective, men. It's really hard to see when you're in the thick of it. So last thing I'm thankful for is you. Especially if you lost your business, your job, your marriage is struggling, and you're worried about your family's future. I'm thankful that you're watching this and you're revving yourself up. Get inspired. Know what the true value of life is. Happy Thanksgiving, men. Be thankful for your wife, your family, and your future. Everything you have in front of you. Decades of happiness and true value. That's what matters. Remember that and go get your wife.
Hey guys, make sure you check out Cass's website. The link, again, is in the show notes. Cass, thank you so much for sharing that with us. I appreciate you, and I can't wait to bring our listeners our full conversation that we had. That's good stuff. So guys, with it being Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving has been an official national holiday for many years, but it was something that our nation celebrated, a day of Thanksgiving, at that same time of year at different points in our history. And I love it because I stumbled across this proclamation of 1789 from President George Washington. And I thought it was worth reading as we have our Thanksgiving special today. By the President of the United States of America, a proclamation. Whereas it is the duty of all nations to acknowledge the providence of Almighty God, to obey His will, to be grateful for His benefits, and humbly to implore His protection and favor. And whereas both houses of Congress have by their joint committee requested me to recommend to the people of the United States a day of public thanksgiving and prayer, to be observed by acknowledging with grateful hearts the many signal favors of Almighty God, especially by affording them an opportunity peaceably to establish a form of government for their safety and happiness. Now, therefore, I do recommend and assign Thursday, the 26th day of November, next, to be devoted by the people of these states to the service of that great and glorious being, who is the beneficent author of all the good that was, that is, or that will be, that we may then all unite in rendering unto Him our sincere and humble thanks for His kind care and protection of the people of this country, previous to their becoming a nation, for the signal and manifold mercies and the favorable interpositions of His providence, which we experienced in the course and conclusion of the late war, for the great degree of tranquility, union, and plenty, which we have since enjoyed, for the peaceable and rational manner in which we have been enabled to establish constitutions of government, for our safety and happiness, and particularly the national one now lately instituted, for the civil and religious liberty with which we are blessed, and the means we have of acquiring and diffusing useful knowledge, and in general for all the great and various favors which he hath been pleased to confer upon us. And also that we may then unite in most humbly offering our prayers and supplications to the great Lord and ruler of nations, and beseech him to pardon our national and other transgressions, to enable us all, whether in public or private stations, to perform our several and relative duties properly and punctually, to render our national government a blessing to all the people, by constantly being a government of wise, just, and constitutional laws, discreetly and faithfully executed and obeyed, to protect and guide all sovereigns and nations, especially such as have shown kindness to us, and to bless them with good government, peace, and concord, to promote the knowledge and practice of true religion and virtue, and the increase of science among them and us, and generally to grant unto all mankind such a degree of temporal prosperity as he alone knows to be best. Given under my hand at the city of New York, the 3rd day of October, in the year of our Lord, 1789, George Washington. Yeah, I think that's something kind of special. As I read that, I notice that it's not only important to express today what you're thankful for, but who you're thankful to. You know, Manlihood isn't a Christian site, and I say that all the time, but I'm a Christian. And so I'm thankful to God for all that he has done. For me, for my family, for my friends, for my brothers. You know, I know the kind of person I was before he changed me. I know the person I am where I still screw up, and he still loves me and shapes me and guides me and meets my needs. So, for me, that's who I'm thankful for today. And I hope you are too. I want to encourage you and challenge you that if you don't know if he exists, if you're not sure, or if you think he doesn't, why don't you offer up a prayer just in case? You can even say, God, I don't even know if you're real or if you exist, but thank you. Because if he is real, which I believe he is, I think he'll receive that. If you really look at life and you look at what's happening around you, you can get fixated on the negative things, on the hard things, on the things that are very difficult to say thank you for. And some of those feelings are definitely legit and reasonable. But when you do that and you focus on those things so much, what you do is you stop functioning and moving forward. There's a power in taking the time to count your blessings, to express your gratitude. It rewires your brain, it rewires your heart, it rewires your attitude, and it sends you in the right direction. And so while we take one day a year, which is nowhere near enough to express our gratitude, it also doesn't quite seem like it's as much as it needs to be. Make sure that you express your gratitude, but then you also live in that gratitude. Yes, know what you're thankful for, but know who you're thankful to. Are you thankful to your wife? How about you tell her today? Are you thankful to your kids? How about you tell them today? To your parents? And if you can't find something to be thankful for to these people, find something to be thankful for. And then tell them. Because it's going to make a difference in you and in them. I know what I'm thankful for. I already told you that I'm thankful for what I've seen God do in my life. I'm also thankful for my wife, who puts up with me. She could do a lot better than me. She could. But she puts up with me. And she loves me. My kids, I'm thankful for them. I'm thankful to see them coming into their own. Entering into adulthood and parenthood and living well. Even when they make mistakes or when they struggle or when they have problems, they're living well. And I feel a sense of gratitude that I didn't kill them or mess them up too bad. I'm thankful for my church family who's got my back, who encourages me, who helps me grow. I'm thankful for you guys. And I know that every podcaster on Thanksgiving probably says something like that, but I really mean it. You know, the work that I'm doing here at Manlihood is not me doing all the work. The work that I'm doing here at Manlihood is sharing my journey with you. And what I get to see is I get to see people sharing their journey with me. I do this because I love it. I love you. I care about you. I want to help you be better. And when I hear the stories of men who are impacted or encouraged, or at least just entertained even a little bit by what we're doing, it brings joy to my heart. You know, I work a full-time job and part-time job because I want to support this. I do those things so that I can do this. This is my priority. This is the thing that comes first to me. And I am thankful that there's a bunch of crazy cats out there that like to listen to it. I'm thankful that there's guys in the Manlihood Man Cave who will encourage each other and challenge each other and equip each other. I'm thankful that there's listeners who will hear what I say and then apply it, and that they'll be there for their kids. Or that they'll reach out to me and say, hey, you said this, you probably should have said this. I'm actually thankful for that. It's helpful. But I really mean it when I say it at the end of every episode, when I tell you that I love you and that I care about you. I mean it. What difference does this world even mean? What does it even mean? What does it even do if we don't have love for each other? If we don't have the courage enough to tell each other we love each other. So, you can call me crazy, you can call me whatever you want to call me, but I mean it when I say it. I care about you. I love you. And I'll see you next time. Happy Thanksgiving.
If you want to be a better man, check out our website, manlihood.com, for blogs, videos, and more from our Manlihood team. And you can also join our private Facebook group, Manlihood Man Cave, where you can meet up with a band of brothers who will challenge you and help you on your journey of manhood. This episode is produced by Hatcher Media for manlihood.com. Be sure to subscribe and leave us a review on iTunes, YouTube, or wherever you're listening to the show. Tune in again for more of the Manlihood Mancast.